Hi, this is Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com on this Saturday. It is the 4th day of January, 2025, and we've got some wintry weather moving into the nation's midsection at this time. Now, basically, across the Northeast corridor, it just looks like fair but cold weather, typically early January weather that extends from D.C. all the way up to the Boston area. But the lake effect snow showers and squalls are still in effect because the lakes haven't frozen yet. Once they freeze, you don't have that lake effect. With this in mind, it's probably going to be very cold for the next several weeks. So it will be going over to a freezing situation. And the east shores of Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Huron, Lake Erie is actually the southeast of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. We'll start to get a little bit of a break from all those lake effect snow showers once they freeze over, or at least a big balance of them freezing over the next several weeks. But in the New York area, it does look like generally fair skies. I'm going to give you a forecast for the New York area. Looks like fair on Saturday, just some snow flurries, and temperatures generally ranging from 30 to 35 degrees. Clear cold at night, 20 to 20. Sunday looking good. High pressure across the region will give us fair weather with temperatures also in the lower freezings, near the freezing mark from D.C. right up to the Boston area. However, that high pressure slips offshore. Low pressure that's had its origins across the northern Pacific, they move into the Pacific Northwest, get mixed up across the central and northern Rocky Mountains, and then start to reorganize as they get across the western plain states. And during the daytime today, you've got icy conditions in sections of Kansas, central and northern Missouri, southwestern portions of Iowa, but heavy snows all across northwestern Nebraska into central and western South Dakota, just a little tip of North Dakota because a big high pressure is building down from Canada. And of course, down the mountains, the eastern mountains, this time, or eastern hills, I should say, of Montana down in through Wyoming and Colorado, including Denver. That storm is moving eastward. Eventually, it will bring snow, sleet, and freezing rain, and then also some rain all the way across the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, and into the Carolinas and the Virginias, touching into Pennsylvania and touching into New York with a couple of inches of snow, probably on Monday. We're going to have more to say on that during the daytime Saturday. I'm going to give you an update around 4 p.m. in the afternoon on Saturday as far as what's going to be happening east of the Mississippi. Up until that time, though, it looks like dry weather. If you're flying out on Saturday and early Sunday, it's really good across the eastern portion of the nation, but it gets tough across the Tennessee Valley. But first, let's talk about today. If you're flying today, Atlanta's looking good. Charlotte, all the way down into South Florida, looking good. New York, no problems, even though they might have a few flurries. It's still gusty northwest winds. A few light delays because of the winds. Similar situation up in the Boston area. Chicago's dry, looks dry up in Minnesota, but that's again on Saturday. Texas is looking fine. Houston, Dallas, all the way out in Arizona. Phoenix is fine. Of course, one in Phoenix only gets that bad weather when they have the monsoons. But also Southern California, San Diego, up to L.A., up to San Francisco, all dry. Portland and Seattle, rainy weather. Another storm working its way in from the Pacific Northwest. So again, I'm going to go update at around 4 p.m. on Saturday. So check in and we'll give you some idea of what's going on weather-wise east of the Mississippi as this storm continues to organize and then move over towards much of Virginia, Maryland, Delmarva, and even into Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And that'll be on Monday. I'll have those details for you in the afternoon today. In the meantime, have a great day on your Saturday. It's wintertime. This stuff normally happens. We'll talk to you first thing after 4 p.m. today. I'm Steve Pellettiere. Thanks for listening.